Hi guys, Kazu back at it again with another guide video. This time I'm talking about the Woosa succession guide. This guide is mainly only going to focus on PvE because I have not explored PvP on Woosa and I don't really intend to PvP on her. Uh, well, aside from the times where I have to defend my spot, I'm basically just gear checking people. But that rarely happens because my gear is not that high. But yeah, sorry for going off tangent. Now, without further ado, before I begin, now these are my skill add-ons. In case you're wondering what my skill add-ons are, feel free to pause the video. Okay, I'm not going to linger on too much on that. But I'm just going to try and explain why I put my add-ons the way I did. So without further ado, let's begin. Now, every time I start a pack, I will always start off with sorry. Let me do that again. Now, every time I start off a pack, I will always start off with F first, and then I'll just hold down my F key until I see this black color lightning comes out. And only after when I see the black color lightning come out, do I use my 4E, and then my shift Q afterwards. Okay, so this is the first PVE rotation, the first PVE DPS rotation that I do for the first pack of monsters. So the second pack of monsters, if my shift Q is on cooldown, what I will do is the same thing, and then this time I'll use shift RMB. Right, so between the two skills only, this is what you'll be doing. Okay, this is what you'll be doing for the most of your Woosa grind. Okay, this is what you'll be doing. Literally what you'll be doing. Just literally the same thing over and over again. Okay. If your shift Q is off cooldown, if your shift Q is on cooldown, shift RMB. If your shift RMB is on cooldown, use your your shift Q. So rarely do you ever find instances where your shift Q is still on cooldown or your shift RMB is still on cooldown when you move on to the next pack, right? As I demonstrated with to you, like if you wait for the full animation of shift Q to be done, usually by that time your shift RMB would have come off cooldown and you can use it again. So once again, this is how your Q rotation will look like. Okay. Okay, that's basically it. That's basically it. You're basically rotating between shift Q, shift RMB. So there will only be instances in combo where your forward E would be on cooldown and you're unable to use your forward E. That's my experience thus far. And what I do to try and make up for the loss in the accuracy is I use my wing beat instead to get the accuracy buff. Cause I placed accuracy buff on my wing beat in my add-ons, right? So that's where I get my accuracy buff from the wing beat if my 4E is off cooldown. For those of you who are wondering whether I use my BSR when I'm grinding or Black Spirit Rage when I'm grinding, or whether I lock it and I use my Z buff instead, it depends on the spot. Say for example, if I'm grinding Ox, Elvia Ox, right? And if I get a Elva Serindia buff, the weapon, the Serindia weapon, right? I would unlock my BSR in those areas because my BSR tend to one shot the mobs if I have the weapon. If I do not have the weapon, I try to avoid using BSR unless I have like a huge pack of monsters and they're like around 50% HP and I know that one BSR skill is gonna eliminate the pack of monsters in front of me, then only then will I use my BSR. So that to answer your question, yes and no. Depends on situation and depends on the grind area. So that is the general rotation of your DPS skill in PvE. Now to teach you guys the movement for Woosa in PvE, how you move from pack to pack. So let's say the pack of monsters is in front of you. What you want to do is you dash WF dash. That's all. That's literally it. Okay, once again is dash WF dash. That's it. Okay. There are times where the packs of monsters are very far apart. Say for example, you are grinding Gaifin with 5 men and you're on the top rotation, and the next pack of monsters is downstairs. What you want to do is just fly, just shift space and get. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so what you want to do is you position yourself well enough that because with shift space in Usa, she tends to jump around, so try not to get caught in like small spaces, because there are small pockets of areas that Usa can get stuck in if she jumps into that location while your shift space animation is active. So you position yourself well, you shift space to the next pack, right? The walking animation of Usa can be cancelled with other dash skills or with any attacking ability. Okay, once again, the walking animation can be cancelled with any attacking ability. It doesn't matter which attacking and doesn't matter which attacking ability you use, you can cancel the walking animation. Okay, the only attacking animation that cannot cancel your dash would most probably be your LMB, unless you spam it really quickly, I think. Yeah, unless you spam it really quickly. If not, usually you try to use skills to cancel your walking animation, unless you specifically want your super armor, right? If you specifically want to linger your super armor, right? If you specifically want to linger your super armor, then only then do you not cancel your walking animation. Now the side dashes, the side dashing animation can be cancelled by your forward dash. Sorry, uh, my mistake. Honest mistake. I'm still new to this class. Now I had it confused. Your side can cancel your forward dash. Okay, your side. Once again, you will realize that when you dash, there's this like short waiting animation. You can use that waiting animation to cancel into your forward dash, so like that, right? So if you want to move even further distances on your class, what you can do is, right, something like that, then you just repeat again, right, something like that. So the only issue when you're moving like so is your uh stamina. The only thing that will cause an issue would be your stamina. Other than that, your everything else would be okay. The only thing when you move around too much is your stamina is gonna consume pretty fast. So you have to bear in mind. This is a educational video for you to run away from things if things get too dicey. I can't teach you how to PvP because like I mentioned, I've never PvP'd on a Wusa in my life. I've only ever gear checked people on my Wusa, right? Because people that I fight sometimes lower gear than me. Now I'm going to put my what I've taught you guys, the PVE combo, into practical use. I am currently grinding at uh Cypria Abyssal Ruins. So I'm just gonna put what I've taught you into action and just show you just a quick one rotation of Cypria Abyssal, and just give you guys like a feel of what it's like to grind on Usa. Now the combos that I've taught today are not very stringent. You don't have to stick to that specific rotation of skills. You can break away from the rotation and add in more filler DPS skills, or depending on how much HP the mobs are left with, you can choose not to use your big damage skills, right? You can save up your big damage skills for the next pack and use your like low damage skills. So your shift L and B, your shift E, your shift F, and your down L and B, right? Now, you would realize that some of your scroll skills can be cancelled, especially the first portion where she summons a scroll and does a damage attack, right? Some of those skills, the front portion of the animation can be cancelled. So you can keep that in mind. I've not learned all the cancels of the skills of Woosa. Maybe I can cover that in another video. But for now, that's how your grind would look like as a Woosa in Sacred Abyssal with my gear, of course. Gear would most likely play. What? Who am I kidding? Gear would most definitely play a very big portion of just how many skills you need to rotate before you can kill a pack, right? And also your accuracy towards the monsters. So that pretty much concludes what I have to say for Woosa and PvE grind. I hope this video has been educational for all of you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, Kazu signing out.